My position is that I am going to do what the property owner is currently asking, but I don't want to. I'd rather that we all say, hey, you got your cameras and you had your time on the news, and I think that alone has brought additional attention to what you're doing. I think the fact that you've now had an opportunity to talk about your concerns and to raise the issues that were there in that letter, and also to, I mean, I heard you educating Sergeant DeFranco on ethics and issues such as that and moral obligation. I would argue that you fulfilled yours in being here.
No, we didn't talk to the senator.
That's fair.
Or we didn't talk to John. We didn't talk to anybody.
But I can't make that happen.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Right.
But,
We
but
understand
you said
your
we did
position.
talk. Well, we talked to the press. We
Right.
talked about. We talked to you. We've said more to you two guys than we have to the senator's
Sure.
staff.
I think also at this point, it's not just the signature that you want. You either want to be able to air your position
Yes.
to other Vermonters, to your
Right.
grievances to other Vermonters, which you've now done. You want them to listen, which I cannot make them do.
Yes,
you want
right.
the senator to sign this, which I cannot make him
I understand.
do.
Yes. Yes.
Or, I guess you want to be arrested, because otherwise they're going to ask that you leave their property and their offices, and we ultimately will help them, make that happen, but I'd rather not.
Well, I've never been arrested.
I hope you don't want to be.
I never wanted to be arrested.
Good.
I'm a law-abiding, military, ex-nun, kind of rule person.
Yeah.
But for me, morality is above anything. I have for many years looked at this as an issue of morality.
I understand
All right?
that.
And
But I
when
guess-
you have a moral issue, sometimes you have to take a moral stand, or in this case, a moral seat.
Fair
right?
enough.
And if that results in arrest, then that's what's, I guess, gonna happen to me. Not because I want it.
But you
I
do.
respect your jobs.
But
I
you
know.
do want it, ma'am, because if you didn't, we'd walk out together, and you would have had the exact same moral authority in the position of explaining your grievances, and you would have had the exact same amount of impact and had all these folks with you and had the opportunity to explain it to everyone, but we wouldn't have gone through the arrest. So the morality there, I don't believe there's anything that changes insofar as your ability to articulate that you've done something, that you have made a statement, that you have aired your grievances and made your position known, is not changed by us having to, frankly, put on handcuffs and take you downstairs. And all of that is the exact same if we go down together.
When people take a civil act of civil disobedience, it elevates the conversation. Some people are willing enough to be put in handcuffs for something.
Yeah, but John Rawls will tell us that civil disobedience is really only possible in a near just state, and it has to be done in a place where there is actually enough justice to have a situation that can be corrected by that act of disobedience. Do you believe that this situation is going to be corrected by this act of disobedience? Because I don't. I think the start has been all along what you are doing. The protest that we had yesterday, that went down Church Street, that marched, that talked yesterday in front of both this office and in front of Senator Sanders' office, that made a number of very important kinds of speeches from the steps of City Hall. I think that there is a sense there that the idea of civil disobedience in that case was taking over streets in order to, briefly prevent people from transiting and conducting their own lives. But in service of what the people protesting believe is a more important cause.
We held panel discussions. We have invited Senator Leahy and Senator Sanders and Representative Welch on at least half a dozen occasions to come meet at a town hall, public gathering. They not only did they never show up, they never even responded. So I don't think we have their attention.
We're ready to come out with you. We'll walk you outside, and you guys get to go home tonight. It is still an act of moral courage that you have done this, that you've made this message plain. You've carried it forward to more attention than you've had, I think, in some time for it. Insofar as having these guys here and ready to be here. You got what you wanted, which is them being here watching it. And you don't even have to have the arrest happen to have them still here and have all this video. And only the video of you getting your message across, and not the video of you being walked out of the building.
Yeah. You have way more experience in this than I do.
And we're totally here to protect your rights.
I know,
Yeah,
and I
that's why we're
respect
here.
your job and what you do, and I understand. And I know how you're looking at it. I look at it differently.
All right.
Okay.
So what RI means what?
All right means that we're gonna have you leave the building now, if we're not gonna be able
That's
to
gonna help us get you
have
out of the
you,
building.
uh,
What does that mean?
Means I'm gonna carry your bag and we're gonna walk out the building together.
So are we under arrest?
Yes.
You're gonna be
You're
issued,
under arrest.
you're gonna be issued tickets.
Okay, I'll just put this in
No.
here.
I think I
Would you like
need
me
it
to carry
though.
it for you? You
I'm
got
sorry?
it?
No, I don't at all.
It's pretty
Pretty heavy.
I want it.
I got my water in there.
Yeah, I
My name's
know.
John, your name's.